You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for November 18th through the 29th. We've got Brooke making a big mistake and Steffy digging herself into a deep hole and a couple of preemptions. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please click subscribe. Let's dive in. Monday, November 18th, Ridge heads over to see Finn. He wants to hear from him exactly what went down in the design office, how Hope ended up on top of him, what she said, and if there's anything to Brooke's claims that Steffy misread what she saw. Finn's going to stick by what he said, that Hope said she was waiting on him and she pounced, whether she tripped or not. She did say she was waiting on him. That's what Finn's ears heard. So I think Ridge is going to come out of this with no additional info. Carter and Hope are solidifying their plans to take over after they see that Steffy erased her from the Forrester server website, all that good stuff. And Will and Elektra have an electrifying moment. These two are crushing. Tuesday, November 19th, Ridge is trying to just find some way to resolve this situation with Hope. And I really don't think he actually gives two shakes about Hope for the future. What he cares about is Brooke being up his backside because her daughter was fired by his daughter, and Steffy is expecting her dad to stand behind her, and she is not going to like him waffling when it comes to business. But as we know, he is the king of waffles. He lives at the Waffle House. And Hope is pushing Carter and telling him that what they are plotting is the right thing to do, that they have no choice about it. And Brooke takes her turn coming at Finn, telling him that he misread the room and all that good stuff, but he is not going to back down. He is going to dig in his heels, and I don't think either one of them is going to come out of that any happier with the conversation than when they went in. Wednesday, November 20th, Carter is back over at Forrester Creations. He's written his name on that managerial role for the LLC. And I don't know if he's put it under their noses yet. He may do it this day. It seems like he really doesn't want to do what Hope is pushing him to do. Like, he's having second thoughts because he's been very loyal for a long time. And he knows this is super sketchy. He shouldn't be doing it. He just is hoping that they are going to come around to his thinking, but he's asking a little too much. He's making his case to Ridge, but then he starts getting pushy again. He's sneering, lip up, getting all growly. I'm really enjoying seeing Lawrence St. Victor go from being, sweet Carter to angry Hulk, growly Carter. And he is just telling Steffy outright, reinstate Hope and Hope for the future. And she calls Hope a bad word, and he doesn't like that at all. And so he's just getting nowhere. And so he's going to report back to Hope that his last-ditch effort to get them to see reason, which as they see it is seeing what they want to happen, just didn't work out. Thursday, November 21st, we've got Ridge very sure that despite Carter being very pushy on behalf of Hope and Hope for the future, that Forrester Creations needs him, has relied on him from years. They trusted him to move him from, attorney up to COO, and they can trust him. But Steffy, every time he comes in to push, Steffy loses a little more faith in him. And I think she's starting to push back on her dad and really questioning Carter's loyalty. And I don't think what's helping is that every time Carter comes in the room, it's not just that he is pushing his expertise as COO and a longtime employee of Forrester Creations, but he keeps pushing that "you're my best friend" button while then saying that Steffy is making personal decisions. It's like you can't come in and play that personal card while accusing someone else of playing a personal card. It's hypocrisy. So Carter and Hope are at her little house on the prairie on the Forrester estate, and they are discussing his last ditch effort. And, it sounds like he's got the paperwork, and he's asking Hope, can we really do this? Can we take over Forrester, turn everything upside down? They know it's going to be a big poop storm if they do this. And Brooke shows up outside the cabin, and she overhears She's completely shocked, and Hope is telling him that he has a choice to make. You know, he could tear up these papers, or he can, I guess, file them and they can take it over, because Carter's made it clear it won't just be him taking it over. It'll be them, the new king and queen of Forrester Creations. I hope Brad Bell doesn't wuss out on us. I hope we get this high drama. Friday, November 22nd, we have got Electra out at Il Giardino. Looks like she and Will are having a nice lunch. But then her shady ex, Remy, slides into the seat and stuns that he's in LA, says he came for her. Now, she is smiling and being nice, and I've seen some people in the comments asking, is that the same guy we saw in the hoodie staring at her computer? Yes, he is. It's just that he's in bright sunlight and not looking shady behind his desk. That is absolutely him. And I think she's smiling and being nice because she is scared. Also this week, not sure of the date, Bill makes a decision of what he's going to do about Luna and her letters and her pleas to help him. And Brooke corners Hope and asks if there's something that she's keeping from her about her and Carter. And she's looking for Hope to confess that they are about to do something dodgy, and I would be shocked if Hope came clean to her mother. All right, going into next week, November 25th through the 29th, terrified Electra should report back to her Aunt Ivy that her past has indeed caught up to her, just as she was terrified it would do. And at some point, I feel like Electra may pull back from Will to try and protect him from her psycho ex. Brooke is going to be torn because now she's sitting on two secrets of Hope's. One, that she and Carter are involved, and two, that they're planning to take over the company. And, you know, definitely Carter's been hoping he can convince the Forresters to see his way of thinking and come around on rehiring and not have to betray them. But Hope is pushing him to pull the trigger the same way she pushed him to put his name on that paper. She's angry and vengeful and feels justified. Steffi's feeling the exact same way, and she's questioning Carter's integrity. Nobody's listening to her, and it may be too late too soon. We should be seeing a rerun on Thursday the 28th and a preemption for sports coverage on Friday the 29th. And it could be awkward this year if they do the annual Turkey Day at Eric's house, because Steffi and Hope are not going to be able to muster up anything nice to say. You know how they go around the table and you have to say something nice, and Finn's going to be dodging Hope like she's rabid. Carter and Hope may struggle to hide their affection for each other. Brooke's going to be paranoid over Carter and Hope and probably giving Taylor the side eye, making sure she's not going to sneak over and straddle Ridge when she's not looking. So awkward Thanksgiving if they go ahead and hold the annual celebration again this year. Good times, hoping that they do indeed do it. We'll see.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.